What's up, everybody? Welcome in. This is Just Talking Ball here on From the 50. Week 1 of the NFL is finally here, and it's here to stay for the next 18-plus weeks. We got myself, and we got Big Web here, finally getting it going after all our technical difficulties. We are a little late, but we are here. Big Web, how you doing, sir?
I'm good, buddy. I'm good. You got me loud and clear?
I got you loud and clear, my man. Look, we put all that time in. I said, we're going to get this thing rocking and rolling the right way, and damn it, I'm glad we did. I really am.
Took a little tweaking, but here we are. Not too bad. Not too bad. We're close to game time.
Of course. Yeah, exactly right. We got the start of the NFL season tomorrow. We have Cowboys, Eagles, followed up by Chiefs and Chargers on Friday. And then we got plenty of games to watch on Sunday and Monday. Fired up for the season. You guys can send in your fantasy questions here on the show by getting here and getting involved on TikTok or YouTube. Again, it's very simple to do. You just go ahead and text in live your questions, your thoughts, your concerns, whatever it may be, and definitely get involved all season long. And, of course, the website, fromthe50.com, fromthe50.com, if you want to check out all of our channels, all of our show picks all through the year. And an easy way to also subscribe to the podcast, which we've been doing this show since 2018, and we've been doing plenty of shows for quite some time. We're fired up to continue to do this fantastic program for many years to come. So it's me and Big Web only today, but I believe we'll have most of the fellas here this weekend. I believe it's going to be 4 of us in studio, Big Web, so that'll be a lot of fun. And I think people are really excited just to see what you got this year as far as the weekly parlays go. I know the audience hasn't always been lovely to you, Big Web, but you know what? I feel good about this year. How do you feel?
I feel very good. I feel encouraged. And once again, we were close to profitability right all the way through the Super Bowl, through halfway through the fourth quarter. We were winning money for the year for the listeners, so it's all good.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, and I like the positivity because it's all you just turn the page. That's all you got to do is turn the page and know that we got some good stuff coming. So that's exciting for sure. I'm just pumped up about finally having real football to bet on. It's been a long time. You know, it's been way too long, and it feels like once the season's here, it definitely, you kind of take it for granted for the first few weeks, knowing how quick it really does go. But you finally get all your preparation, you get all your pools ready to go, your fantasy teams locked up, every single parlay ready to go for week 1, your futures bets finalized. This is the time that we've all been waiting for, and I was putting all of my tasks I got to remember to do every week for football because it's a lot. I got fantasy teams, like I said, to do, pools to pick, survivor pools I'm finally in this year. It's a lot of shit, but there's nothing better than it. There's nothing better.
I just got a new one today. A guy called me at noon today. Hey, you want to get in my brother's pool? Sure, come on.
Of course, why not? Did you even ask how much it is? It's like, nah, I'm in. It's football season. Why not? Let's do it.
Yeah. But it's this year kind of snuck up on me, though. When we got to the 1st of August, you get the Canton game, and you say, okay, here we go. And then you get busy or whatever, and you go, okay, I'll wait another week, and all of a sudden, I'm going to find myself in a parking lot in a cornfield casino tomorrow at lunchtime putting in futures,
Yeah, so it's exciting stuff. Speaking of futures, I did put in our show parlay. Officially is actually up to over plus 1,000 when I put it in on the old fan book, I'll call it this year. That's the new one. Yeah, the main one. I think it was the 4 teams to win all of their divisions. It was the Lions, the Ravens, the Bills, and what was the 4th one? I'm losing my mind. Should have wrote that down.
You still got the board in there?
No, I erased it, but I took some pictures. They're on my phone that's currently on TikTok. Do you know it?
Hold on. I took some pictures. Hang on.
That's wonderful. Let's get through the pictures and we'll lock in here. And in the meantime, you guys can comment here on TikTok. Mikey says, good evening, Big Web and TJ. What's up, Mikey? N Master was waving, saying hello, boys. So we're back. Everybody's fired up to have football back. If you guys are new to the program or just, new to this season, so Just Talking Ball is going to be our Wednesday show. Every Wednesday night, we're going to go live, hopefully at 8 o'clock if we don't have any mic issues going on like we did tonight, but we figured it out. We're going to go live, kind of talk about the upcoming week, the previous week when it's past week 1. We'll get Big Web's best bet of the week, which, of course, we'll post on TikTok later on, and kind of ask any questions you got, whether it's fantasy-related or football-related in any fashion. We had somebody ask what what dipping sauce of choice at McDonald's was the other day. So, if you got those types of questions, we'll answer those as well. And then the big announcement for people that are, used to the show, I guess, on Sundays, we've moved it up an hour. So it's actually 9:30 to 11 a.m. CT instead of 10:30 to noon. So big change, 9:30 a.m. to 11 a.m. on Sundays, every Sunday during football season. So make sure you join. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Did you find it, Big Web?
So here we go. Here's the red numbers, buddy. So we had Baltimore, Buffalo, KC, and Detroit.
Who'd I miss? KC. KC's who I didn't have. There you go.
Yeah. Baltimore, Buffalo, KC, and Detroit. Plus 944 last week, and you're saying it's up over 1,000 this week?
I think I got it like 1,050 or something like that, even higher than that maybe. I wasn't sure. You know what happened? I think the Micah Parsons thing put it over the top because I don't think we've talked since Micah Parsons was traded to the Packers. And the Lions, for the first time, I think it's been at least 2 years, maybe 3, are no longer the favorites to win the division. So it's close. I think the Packers like plus 140, Lions are like plus 160, but I think that helped boost it just a bit. But I don't know if anybody else did. I think all the other ones kind of stayed the same.
That's a pretty good climb. Okay, yeah, that's fine.
Not too crazy.
That's fine. Hey, we get plus like 90 on the odds, and he gets a shot in his back every week. So what the hell?
Yeah. See, the thing is, they're saying he's going to get an epidural. And again, like pregnant ladies get epidurals when they're having babies. It's no joke. It numbs your spine, basically. And the fact that he's going to play football on this, I think it's going to throw him off a little bit. And there's been some scrutiny on the Packers not really, but when they gave him all this money, looking at the whole situation. It's kind of interesting. And I don't think it's going to hold it back too much, but it is something to definitely watch. Because what they say, it's some kind of disc thing or some kind of vertebrae thing. Back issues like that ain't no joke. And his job is to basically just like throw his body all around and try to tackle everybody. So I don't know how that's going to pan out for him. We'll see.
I hear you. It's a scary situation. I mean, most of these big deals, they say, oh, it's pending a physical and this could happen or that could happen. These guys, I didn't hear anything about that. I heard about a bunch of fucking guaranteed money. Let's go, and then then talking about his back again. So we'll see. Not my money.
Yeah, that's exactly right. As a Lions fan, I really just sat there and kind of sunk down when I was sitting there going, holy crap, like the Packers now have a pass rusher for the future. Like they're set. Their defense is really good now, I feel like. And there's still some questions on the offense, but they're a pretty damn good team. But then I saw the injury to Micah, and I'm like, they're going to be still really scary for a long time, especially when he gets all the way back healthy. But there's been people that have said, like, he might have this the whole season. Imagine dealing with a back injury like that the entire year because, again, now you just made an investment. You're giving this guy $47 million a year, Big Web, to rush the quarterback. And let me tell you, he's elite. But holy shit, you want him to be fully good to go. So maybe if he struggles the first couple games or not feeling right, maybe they shut him down. But God, if he doesn't play half of this year, was it worth the trade? Like,
right?
I don't know. That's a lot of money they're paying him. It's crazy.
First of all, the guy's sitting out, so he's not ready for week 1. Technically, he's not ready. And then when you go week to week, you go practice, then ball game. What time do you have to rest his back? You don't.
Right. And that's right. The issue.
They'd have to sit him, which he's too valuable of a player. So,
but I don't know. He was out there too during practice, looking fine. You never know. I think he'll be out there. You might not see a crazy amount, but the way that the injury sounded was like, ain't no joke. So I don't know how we'll see how that all goes on tomorrow night. I'm sorry, he doesn't play for the Cowboys anymore. Against the Lions coming up on Sunday afternoon. That'll be an interesting one to see what, if he does play, and how he plays for sure.
Well, let
Mikey,
me ask you a
yeah,
question.
yeah. Hmm.
So onto this Friday night game. Kansas City and L.A.
Hmm.
Chargers playing out in Brazil.
Yeah.
You're a player. You go opening up the season in south of the equator or whatever the shit. I mean, I get for helping the league and expanding the league, but I don't know about those games. I think it takes so much out of the team to travel that far. I don't know if it sets you up good for the first game or not.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think the Friday night thing is interesting. I don't know if they did that on purpose. I know why they wouldn't do Saturdays early in the season because college football is so prominent. So I wonder if they're testing out the Friday night thing. I don't know if there's something with the travel. I
That's
was
probably
wondering.
it. You
Yeah, I
might
was
be onto
wondering.
something. Maybe I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Maybe they said, look, we know they got to go so far, so let's give them an extra 2 days to recover for the next Sunday. Maybe.
Yeah, I don't know if they're just like I said testing it out where at the end of the season they do a lot of Thursday, Saturday, they throw some Fridays here and there like the Black Friday game and all that, but the back to back to start the season's kind of wild. I'm sure they're trying to eventually go out into different markets. Maybe that's probably part of it. But yeah, interesting. I don't know. I mean, I totally get why they wait until after college is basically done to go to Saturdays. It makes sense. Like everything they think about is all schedule related, and it makes a lot of sense. But yeah, I don't know. I don't really have a take on it. I mean, it's I think it's kind of shitty when I guess I don't know if the Chargers this takes away a home game for them. Like I don't know how something like that affects a team. If they really care that much. Like, I mean, again, the league's going to do what they want, and they kind of have to follow it, and it is the way it is. But I feel like it's kind of shitty for certain teams to have to lose a home game for that. You know what I mean?
Yep. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So I'm looking through the tilt here for this week, and the largest spread is 7.5,
Yeah.
and there's a lot of them inside of three, really, on these. Or well, the 3.5 is a big number, which that freaking wonderful hook always gets us. But it seems a little tight first week. Seems like we're expecting a lot of close ball games.
For sure. Well, I'm also in a mode where I'm starting to understand that it's going to be a feel out process. Like, you know how you go into week one sometimes and it's a feel out process, but you get cocky. You're like, I know these teams. Listen, I've watched all the offseason shit. I know it all. And then you put a parlay together and these teams get stomped. I'm also in 2 survivor pools, Big Web. I've never done a survivor pool before. I am very nervous for week one. Like, this has got to be one of the hardest weeks to hit because you just don't know sometimes. So let me ask you this. I want to get into like some of your top plays, and we'll talk about your parlay later. But if you're in a survivor pool, and I know you are, you don't have to tell me your pick yet, but I know we're not really competing against each other, so we can help each other out. Who would you say are your top 3 that you would consider in a survivor pool this week?
But you're talking about this week. I can use them once and then they're done for me for
Once
the
and they're
year.
done, but a team you look at that you look at the schedule for week one, you say, "Yep, that's the one," just to win the game, but also thinking strategy, like not going over the top of knowing you'll never get to pick them again. So I have 2 teams that I've taken in 2 separate pools. I'm curious to see where you go.
All right. So I Commanders are my top team this week to
Okay.
win just win the football game, you're saying, right?
Just win the football game. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So the Commanders would be my top pick, but I'd like to save the Commanders.
Right.
So and not use them. Uh, the Eagles are tempting, but I don't trust the Cowboys and the NFL. The Cowboys are down. They just did a bunch of bullshit. So that could be a sneaky pick. So I would leave the Eagles alone.
Another one you don't want to really burn in week one either. You know what I mean? You want to save Philly as much as you can, I think.
Exactly. I think that I would go ahead and go with Pittsburgh to win
Okay.
that game against the Jets and kind of save some other favorites for later.
See, the Jets, are a little bit. I'm a little bit worried because I think Pittsburgh may lose that game. And again, we haven't seen either team play, but Aaron Glenn I think is going to turn them around quickly. I like Justin Fields a lot. I think that's going to be closer than you think, but I like it of taking a risk because I almost took a risk this week. I didn't do it, but I thought about taking Miami against the Colts because I really think the Colts are going to suck. But you know how Daniel Jones is. He'll do good enough to move the ball, and if the Dolphins are totally off their shit, they might lose. So I stayed away. But the two I ended up taking in my two separate survivor pools are the Broncos against the Titans, and I took who was the other one? Man, I can't remember. Oh, it was the Cardinals. Cardinals against the Saints. You know, anytime you go against the Saints this year, that's a big one. I think the Cardinals are going to be a team I'm not going to miss too much. I think they'll be fine, but they're playing the Saints, who they should absolutely beat. So, what do you think about those, Denver and the Cardinals?
I like Denver. I almost said them earlier, to be honest. And I don't, I don't mind. I don't mind the Cardinals, but New Orleans at home, that's a big fan base, even though the team is shit. And those people down there, they're underdogs, man. They are underdogs in their blood. So I like I don't hate the Cardinals pick, but I like the other one better.
Denver, yeah. I couldn't double up. Denver's my number one pick of the week for just to win the game, but you know how it is. You got two survivor pools. I don't want to get hurt on one or on both of them with one team if I lose. You know, I don't know what the strategy is, but I like to think if I do screw up with one of these teams that the other league will stay alive. That's kind of what I'm thinking, but I might be just being a bitch about it. I don't know. It's the best way I can put it.
Oh yeah, you being in two different ones, then you can use favorites at different times. Then
that's what I'm saying. That. So I didn't want to double up on Denver because if Denver somehow gets shocked, I'm out on both. You know, I'd rather.
Dude, I don't think you ever want to double up on anybody
ever. That's what I'm saying. Especially if you get late in the season, now you got two shots at winning something. Like, why would you, risk it at that point? Unless you're like, again, unless it's a lock, unless you're 100% sure. But no one's ever sure. You know what I mean?
Right.
So.
Right.
Yeah, I think that's an interesting one. Let's see. Traylon says, I'm confused. How are the Colts favored? Am I wrong? No, you're not wrong. I was looking at that too. The Dolphins it's kind of a weird situation. So I think Achane is playing, but he's had some injury stuff going on. Their backup Jalen Wright is out, I think, a few weeks. So there's a rookie from Oklahoma State, Ollie Gordon, that I think a lot of guys out there might have taken in Dynasty. He could be getting some time. I don't know if they know much about their offense with him. Tyreek, all that kind of drama going on in the offseason with the team. I still think they're way better than Indy. Dad, what am I missing with Indy being favored in this game?
Here's what's going on with Indy, and a lot of people are missing it. I was missing it for 3 weeks and just kind of learned it 10 days ago or 7 days ago. I heard some people talking about Indy's roster, and Indy's roster is for real. Other than their quarterback issues and their a little bit of their skill position problems, these dudes got a great defense. They got they're solid in the trenches, and I mean a great roster going on. They got a good football team. If Andrew Luck was in there, they'd go to the Super Bowl.
Okay,
but
all right, all right.
Well, okay, those are big words. I get it. But Indy's got a better roster than you think.
No, I understand, but
you also get some quarterback play, which I don't know if they're going to, but look out.
Listen to what you just said, though. You go, all they're missing is a quarterback and skill positions. Well, that's kind of the team besides the trenches.
But we're not saying so they're not Miami. Miami's got a lot more problems than that. There's a few key deals going on at Indy that need help, but they still got one of the best, if not the top 3 running backs in the league. And they just need a consistency on offense and consistent play on offense. We all know that, but they got a pretty good roster. So
we'll see. I don't know.
I picked them to win this week.
Okay. Just to win out? Okay, to cover to 1.5, I'm guessing. Interesting. All right.
Cover to 1.5. Yeah.
The Miami one was interesting. I agree with you. Whoever sent in that text, Traylon, I'm the same way. I didn't understand the line, so that's going to be one I'll be watching to see, how bad the Dolphins are or how great the Colts are according to Big Web. I just don't see it. But you never know. You never know.
Hold on now. I never said the Colts
are
great.
The Colts are great. If they didn't have Daniel
There
Jones and they don't, they're fucking phenomenal. If they had Andrew Luck, they go to the Super Bowl. Did you not just say that?
That's fine. That's fine. If they did, poor Andrew Luck. Jesus. He's running college teams now.
Yeah, he's like the GM, which I never knew that was a thing. He's like the first one to become a GM of a university. That's kind of wild.
With all the money going around, they need GMs.
And then the guy, the old NBA reporter for ESPN, is a GM at his old alma mater now. I'm like, where are these GMs coming from? You get NIL money all of a sudden. You got GMs in all these different big schools. Kind of interesting.
There you go.
All right, so
the old schedule makers did it to us again, Rodney. They put the two biggest teams in that terrible division down there in the NFC South. Bucks are playing the Falcons, baby, at the Falcons, Mercedes-Benz Stadium. TJ.
Yeah, not going to be watching that closely, to be honest with you. The number feels right. Bucks minus 1.5. I think a lot of people expect them to win that division for sure, like we talked about. But I just don't think we know enough about these teams. The Bucks are going to be the question mark with some of their injuries. Chris Godwin out for a bit, and then when he comes back, I expect them to be very good. But they got Igbuka, a fantastic rookie who they're expecting to be, ready to rock. Bucky Irving takes a bigger step. And to me, I would be more safe with the Bucks here minus 130. I love the money line, throwing them into a parlay, even in Atlanta, because it's Penix's first game as the guy. And what I mean is the guy, a first full season, you would expect that he's there. And listen, they got all the talent in the world, but I've heard it all before. Kyle Pitts is making a step with Penix. He's going to finally break out of his shell. We've been hearing that for years. Kirk's going to get Pitts out of his shell. Bijan's going to do this. They always misuse these guys, or they just don't show up. And now they finally have a quarterback they believe in. No offense to Kirk, but they kept giving him opportunities. He kept screwing up. Here's your shot, Penix. Here's your shot for their entire team. I mean, they got to show it. I don't know. There's not much else to say. I mean, I think things could go very wrong for the Falcons, or they could go very a little above average. I don't think there's any massive ceiling for them, but I think there's a huge floor, like a deep floor. Far, how do you say it? I think they could fall way more than they could rise. Let's say that.
A sunken floor.
Sunken floor. There you go. I like that. Sunken floor.
This game, one could say, and I don't know who the fuck one is, but one could say that this game could mean the conference.
Week one.
Week one. But I won't say that because of this.
You just said
Last year, Atlanta swept the Bucks and they lost the division.
Yeah.
They swept them.
Because they're a better football team. I don't know what we've talked about this. I don't need to bring it up again. Anybody that listens to this program knows Big Web loves the Falcons, and all they do is screw them over. It's the most one-sided relationship I've ever seen in my entire life, and he just lets it happen. And I'm waiting for the time where he can finally rub it in our faces, but I just don't see it happening.
I actually picked the Bucks this week.
Oh my gosh! Look at this guy! Wow.
Yep. I just wanted to point that out about that game. That's one of the tightest games of the weekend right there.
That's big stuff. Okay, that's interesting. I'll get to the next game. Big Web, I got a question. You got any headphones by chance? Any headphones?
Headphones.
I got a little bit of a reverb going on with my voice, but whatever. It's fine.
Sorry, I don't have any headphones. No headphones. Okay.
Hey, that mic works pretty good. It works better when you talk into it, too.
Yeah, check. Okay, here we go.
Now you're a little too close. It's all about a balance. We got a new setup for him. He's looking great. He's sounding great. We just got to figure out some of the little things. So
I need one of those above.
Because of that reason. Yeah.
I need one of these hang above ones like this.
You know what you could do? The Michael Buffer in this corner.
Ladies and gentlemen,
let's get ready to rumble.
Off your engines in this corner. The big old sumbitch over here in this corner.
There it is. I like that. That's what that's made for. You look like one of those Michael Buffer guys. Perfect. Yeah, we got to get you a legit one, but it's good. It's getting there. Let's see. Let's read some comments here on TikTok. You guys can get involved on TikTok or also on YouTube Live, of course, by going to the chat, sending in your fantasy questions, sending in pretty much anything you want to talk about in the football world, and then the website, fromthe50.com, is where you can find the links. Show this coming Sunday and every NFL Sunday from 9:30 a.m. CT all the way up until 11 a.m. Join us. It should be a lot of fun. All right, let's read a few comments here, and then we'll get back to some of the key games and eventually talking about our top plays. Big Web, I got to tell you, I haven't locked in on my plays yet, so I don't know if I'm going to have one, but I'll kind of talk through it as we discuss because I got some teams that are intriguing this week is what I'll say, intriguing. My Detroit Lions are actually underdogs against these Green Bay Packers. You know, these people just don't learn. The Packers are good, but the Lions are still a very elite team, and I'm just going to have to keep telling people that all season long, I guess. So we'll figure that out in a second. Dane says, should I start Stephon Diggs or Xavier Worthy this week? Well, you got Worthy going up on Friday against the Chargers, and you got Diggs going up with his new team, the Patriots, against the Raiders in New England at noon on Sunday. Big Web, what are you feeling, Diggs or Worthy here?
I was going to say Worthy, but I don't, I don't mind Diggs against the Raiders. The Raiders.
Raider, yeah.
I think I'll go Diggs. Let's see what May's worth as far as getting him the football.
People are going to disagree with me because I know that Rashee Rice is out right now, and I don't know if he's officially out. I think they're still working on that suspension, but if he's not playing, Worthy would be a good play. But I still think Diggs is a big deal here.
Rice is officially 6 games. I thought it was a done deal.
Oh, it's for sure. Okay. I heard they were talking about it, but can we find you headphones, Big? We got any headphones? I hear my voice through your mic.
What are you doing?
So my voice is carrying through your speakers into your microphone, and we got some chaos going on a little bit. Not crazy, but it's a little chaotic, just a little bit. You got any headphones?
TJ works in the high dollar part of this business, and he needs perfection on this audio.
I'm just trying to help the audience because whenever they hear it, they say, I want to listen to a great football show, and they go, man, I really like that TJ Weber guy, and that Big Web's all right. But, he keeps picking the Falcons. But then they go, the audio is a little echoey. It's all they say. So,
Where do I get those fancy earbud things you got? I'll go out tomorrow.
I think I got them from an iPhone I bought or something. I mean, most people, I think, have these laying around somewhere. You don't have any headphones? Like, you got any Yamaha or any Skull Candy or let's see what any other type of crap.
Do I look like a Skull Candy guy?
Clip that. Me? Yeah, I could see that. I could see you rocking some Skull Candies. You got to have some headphones around somewhere. What about those? You got some AirPods, don't you? Oh, I want to see Big Web try to connect AirPods while we're live on the program. That could take all night.
I have to leave the podcast to go dig for some, but yeah.
I think we'll roll. I think we'll roll. Can you turn the volume down a little bit on the computer? Just a tad, just a see, so your speaker just a little bit. I think we're rocking and rolling. In the meantime, I'll answer some fantasy questions from the people on TikTok. Let's see. Zazzy says 14-man league. Bo, Gibbs, Jones. I guess that's Aaron Jones. Drake May, JSN, Loveland, Zay, Bass, Broncos defense. That's 14-man league that's tough. I mean, I have a 12-man league. Bo Nix, Gibbs, Aaron Jones, Drake London, Jackson Smith and Jigba, Loveland, Zay, Flowers, Tyler Bass, I think, and then the Broncos defense. Pretty damn good team.
I like Loveland. I like Flowers. Yeah.
I like Gibbsy. I like Drake May, or not Drake May. I like Drake London. That's pretty good.
Who's the defense?
Broncos. Denver. Not bad.
Right.
Yeah. That's not bad. 14-man league. It's tough to draft in. I don't hate that at all. Let's see. I just traded Garrett and Swift for Puka. Did I cook? That's from Fab. You like that, Big Web, when he says, did I cook?
I don't even know what that means.
It's what the cools say now. Did I cook? Did I slay? Did I Did I dominate? Did I win? Basically, that's what that means. Did I cook?
I'm going to start making up my own words. I'll do a hot take and I'll say, "Hey, was that crispy?"
Clip that. Yeah, we'll use that. What's that at 3:36? We'll probably use that one on
No, I
Sunday.
think you cooked, man. You cooked. I believe you cooked there.
Clip that too. All right. Yeah, I think that's I didn't even answer the question. I just like when he said cooked. What was the question? I lost it. Son of a bitch. People are sending in their fantasy questions, though. It's a great thing. From the50.com, for some reason, I don't know if that got deleted. Oh, okay. Just traded Garrett and Swift for Puka. So Garrett Wilson, DeAndre Swift for Puka. I think that's a great trade. I don't know the rest of your roster, but I think Swift is going to be not mediocre, but he'll be a little above average running back. Garrett Wilson, I think, will be very good, but you don't know what he's going to get with Fields still. I think Puka is one of the top receivers in the league, so I think that's a great trade, Big Web. I think he cooked.
Swift's on a downtrend for sure. I like what he's doing there with Puka.
Yeah, I agree. Agree with that. Let's see. Sutton or McLaurin week 1. That's from Niner Gang. I mean, you got to go Terry, right? I mean, against the Giants.
Who's Denver playing?
The Broncos are playing the God, I can't find my thing. The Titans. So both bad defenses, but I would think the higher upside would be Scary Terry. I don't know. That's a really tough one, but start them both if you can. I don't know if that's your flex or what. I'd probably go Terry, though, over Sutton. Just a tad.
I would, too, because he's a more talented guy than Sutton.
Yeah, I agree.
Even though Sutton is against a weak defense. Yeah, that's a tough one.
Agree. Logan! Guy just screamed TJ at me in the chat, so I screamed back at him. How you doing, man? Good to see you. He's at TJ with 4 exclamation points.
I think that's Logan. I think I know Logan.
Logan! Yep, that's him.
Does it have like a big capital O? Logan.
Yeah, that's what it is. We're just gonna yell at him all year. Logan. He might yell Big Web at you. Let's see. Jamarcus says RB2 Pollard or Hampton. Big Web Hampton. I'm sure you know is the new running back in Los Angeles. The rookie running back. I don't know what the deal is with Najee Harris. I guess Hampton's the starter. I would imagine. Haven't really checked. And Tony Pollard still hanging around Tennessee a little bit. What do you think?
Well, I don't like Hampton because he beat my guy out, that Schrader kid from Missouri, to be on that roster out there.
It's a wrong LA team. Wrong LA team. Sorry, the Chargers. He's on the Chargers.
Hampton's on the Chargers.
He is, correct.
In that case, sure, Hampton.
There you go. Yeah, I think so too. What happened here? Why did this work?
How old is Pollard? Isn't Pollard getting up there in age?
What's that?
Pollard. I used to really like Pollard with Dallas. How old is he now?
Pollard is probably, late 20s or something. I don't know why these drops aren't working. I hate to see it. Yeah, Tony Pollard, I would say late 20s, maybe early 30, probably not 30 yet. But yeah, he's just kind of like floating around. He was good with Dallas for 1 year, and then, he's just kind of hanging. You know what I mean?
Let's talk a little Pollard. What did he do last year, TJ? You got any stats?
Tony Pollard, I don't really care. I don't think he did much, Big Web. I'm going to go ahead and say he got 647 yards rushing is what I'm going to guess. What do you think?
I'm looking it up. I'll say 643.
All right. Let's see. He had a total of, I was wrong, 1,000 yards last year. Oh, screw me over. All right, whatever. 5 touchdowns, 1,000 yards on the ground. I guess the Titans just suck so bad it didn't really jump out.
Tony Pollard had 1,000 yards last year?
He's had 1,000 yards 3 straight seasons. So I'm just going to stop talking shit about the guy. He can play a little bit, I guess. I don't know.
Wow. That's crazy. Okay.
I know. I didn't see it happen. I kind of feel bad. I was talking shit on the guy a little bit.
We learned something. We learned something tonight. Okay.
How about that? I have my my drops thing. I lost here. All my audio stuff. Sorry, that was a bad one. I was gonna play
I didn't touch nothing.
You didn't do anything. I was just gonna play this. I just kind of wait.
Tony P.
Jesus. Okay, we got all audio stuff going on. This is week 1, baby. This is week 1. Just absolute anarchy. But this is how we do it. Gunner says Pollard doesn't have a comp for touches right now with Tajay Spears out, and he's got a rookie QB. It's from Gunner. Yeah, that's a good point. So I guess, I didn't realize the guy had 1,000 freaking rushing yards last year. That's to show how much I pay attention to the Titans. Maybe it is a decent pick. But yeah, I think I'd still go Hampton. I don't know, Big Web, but maybe we got to change our minds here.
We'll find out here in 2 nights.
Yeah, I agree.
Tony P, make your girl scream.
There you go. There's a finally found it. You guys get involved here on the program. You guys can text in here on TikTok or on YouTube. We are live here from the St. Louis, Missouri studios, talking week 1 of the NFL and answering fantasy questions and talking about our favorite picks for the season. I should say for the season. We can talk about season picks, but mainly for week 1, as we also have our live show on Sunday from 9:30 a.m. all the way up until 11 a.m. Central Time. We'll be live from this studio, me, Big Web, Nick, and Zook, to talk about our picks. We picked 7 games total. 4 are all against the spread. 4 main games, a toilet bowl game of the week, an underdog pick of the week, and a lock of the week, our absolute number 1 play. And then we have same thing live like this. You guys can bullshit with us the entire Sunday show. All right. Let's go ahead and talk about our top teams this week. We're kind of keying on, Big Web. What's sticking out to you without giving away your parlay yet? What's kind of something you're looking at?
Well, I do like the Eagles. I said earlier that I was a little concerned about the Cowboys staying in a football game, but I do like the Eagles. I think it's going to be interesting to see how they come out of the chute, but I think they're going to be dominating. I think they're going to be strong. I do like the Bengals, TJ, against the Browns.
Yeah.
Bengals are on the road, but I just don't know. Flacco's another year older. He didn't win the starting job till about 10 days ago. I think the Bengals, it's time for them to put something together and get a much earlier start to the year than they've had. So I'd like to see something there. I'm intrigued about that ball game. The Dolphins, Colts don't blow my skirt up at all. The Panthers, Jaguars don't blow my skirt up at all. Patriots would be fun to see a little bit against the Raiders.
Who?
Who? Cardinals, Saints, that's not doing anything for me. But the Steelers, TJ. I like the Steelers.
I think why do you like them? Why do you like them?
Keep him healthy for a little while. He's got some surrounding players, and he's got the big kid from Seattle playing wide receiver.
Metcalf. I like what Nick said last week because he kind of mentioned, I would say DK's a little bit more of a step up, but he thinks it's a lateral move from George Pickens. I don't hate that take. My thing is, they got to run the ball a ton. They got that rookie running back, and then he's gonna be partnered with Jaylen Warren. I don't know if Rodgers has it anymore, man. I just don't think he's got it. Where you said they could be a good covering team, but this week, especially week 1, their defense can be good. See, I don't know. I think unders might be the play for them this year. I'm not touching them week 1 at all. But there's something about them I got to wait and see to even put any type of money on that team. That's kind of where I'm at.
I think Aaron Rodgers' year, and I think he's healthy enough to play. It's all about the offensive line, keeping him healthy, and can that happen? And usually Pittsburgh's got a solid front line to make that work. So
the problem is every successful quarterback in the NFL now is a little bit mobile, able to get out enough or move in the pocket a little bit. He just doesn't move the same way. He's almost 40. Was he 39 or something? He might be 40 by now. I really don't know.
Right.
It's just I think he just doesn't have. He's got the arm still, but it's not enough. He's also just. I'm just gonna say, he seems like a prick to play with because he's always he's always blaming receivers. He's blaming other people. You're not in your right spot. You're not this. I get he wants to make people better, but sometimes you just got to go out and play ball. I don't know if he's got that anymore. You never know. Look, the Jets might have been in a really shitty situation. He came back from an awful injury with his Achilles. I could, if I tore my Achilles, I probably wouldn't walk for 3 years. It's just, and the guy came back and played football. So I tip my cap to him. I just think everybody's the Aaron Rodgers name is intriguing, but I don't think he's middle of the pack at best in this league right now. You know what I mean? That's kind of where I'm at.
That's easy. That's easy to say after what he did not do last year.
I get it. No, and that's fair. But to me, again, as a bettor, the Jets are intriguing. I think Justin Fields is very intriguing with the Jets. I think them being at home against Aaron, who just left, getting after him a little bit. Plus money here kind of excites me. Like I still don't think I'm going to touch it, but if I'm throwing in like a Hail Mary parlay or something, Jets plus 124 at home kind of gets me excited. I don't know why that is, but anyway, we disagree on that.
I kind of feel sorry for Justin Fields.
I love Justin Fields.
He did not have a line when he was with the Bears. He did not have a line. Well, he was with Pittsburgh, wasn't he, for a little bit?
He was with Pittsburgh last year, and he did great. He went 4-1 or whatever, then they benched him for Russ. And Russ was fine, but, the guy just doesn't get a chance. Finally, he gets a chance,
Right. Now,
yeah.
We most likely, with the Jets, doesn't have a line again. So, I don't know. And the Jets, and I know what you said about Aaron Glenn, but they got a lot to prove. Jets got a shit ton to prove to me.
No doubt about it. Another guy I'm interested to see this week, as far as old quarterbacks go, is Stafford against the Texans. They're favored by 3. They're at home, but he's been dealing with this back thing. And from what I've seen, and chat let me know, again, this is not a show where we know all the answers. We're just football fans talking. So if you guys have heard something on Twitter or something this week that I haven't, let me know. But as far as I know, Stafford's going. But Tolly brought up something last week. He goes, look, he can sit back with nobody hitting him all day, and he barely threw any passes in training camp as it was. He's got some kind of disc thing going on his back. One big hit to Matthew Stafford, and their season could be completely shut down. I'm just saying, I hope not. I still like the guy. He did great things for the Lions, and I wish him the best. It sounds like it's a pretty serious injury, so I don't know. I feel like one hit could be bad. But yeah, you never know. Do you think Stafford's injury is a big deal, or would you bet them this week?
I'm not betting much on him. I might pick him in a pick all pool or something like that, but I'm not putting any dollars on him. No, because you like you said it before, you got to see the proof's in the pudding. Let's see a little bit about what he's worth, what he looks like to us on the field, and how he moves the ball club.
Right. Let's see. Lally says Ridley or Golden in flex PPR this week. Man, I don't like either guy. I think Golden would probably be the better play. But, the Packers have so many receivers that have been injury prone. I don't know if Christian Watson's back to start the season. I heard he was kind of still banged up. I know can't think of their second guy all of a sudden. I was going to say Jalen Wright. That's not correct because Jaden Reed, I think sounds correct. Yeah. I think he's also banged up, but he's supposed to play. So I'm not sure who's going to get the ball, basically. I think Golden probably has more upside. He's a rookie, though. We haven't seen him play anything in the regular season. And then Ridley, again, it's a rookie quarterback with Cam Ward. I don't know what the Titans are going to do. It's a toss-up, man. That's tough. Week one, you're just feeling shit out. You really don't know. As far as matchups go,
it says here that Christian Watson is still recovering from the ACL he suffered in January.
Okay, there you go.
He had surgery then.
So then you still have Golden's.
No,
I'm saying Golden's probably the number 2 then, so that's not a bad play. So as far as matchups go, the Titans are playing the Broncos. Broncos have a better secondary than the Lions do. That's who the Packers are playing. Lions defense is definitely healthier now, but you got a new cornerback in Reed from the Jets. I would imagine Terrion Arnold would probably be on Golden though. So Terrion Arnold's he's good, but he's not an elite cornerback yet. So it's a toss-up, man. I wish I could help you. I guess if I really had to pick, I would probably take Golden, but I don't know. I don't have a decision either way. Big Web, you got anything on that?
I think I would go with the Tennessee kid Ridley, just because Ward's got a chance of making something explosive down there.
There you go. Let's see. DJ Moore, Igbuka, or Judy, who to start? That's from Alex. So I'm a little down on the DJ Moore hype train this year because of the additional Luther Burden, another tight end in Chicago. Ben Johnson's offense. We're gonna find out real quick who they're gonna focus on. He's still one of their top guys. I'm sure he'll get the ball. I'm the same way with Lions players, where like obviously if you have Gibbs or St. Brown, you're good. But like J-Mo, Monty, guys like that, like yeah, they should have good weeks. Will go off, but some weeks they won't. That's kind of the way I feel about the Bears. So I have DJ Moore in a dynasty league. I'm starting him, see how he does. But between him, Igbuka, and Judy, I really don't trust the Browns at all. Flacco starting, obviously. I think you have better upside with Moore or Igbuka. The only reason I would say Igbuka this week is because Godwin, again, is out for a bit. I'm curious to see how much he gets the ball. So now I'm talking myself back into DJ Moore. Take DJ Moore. It's a safer play. But down the road, I might change my mind. Big Web, you got anything?
You know, with Chicago, Luther Burden, they were saying when he first came to camp, he was like really just showing off, Mr. Cocky, blah, blah, blah. And until I think it took about a week and something happened and he came back down to earth. And they said he's been practicing real well, more of a team player once he swallowed a humble pill or whatever. So, but no, I see those guys playing as a team up there. Moore should get his catches and, and I down there in Tampa with Igbuka, I think that Baker spreads the ball around pretty good. So let's go with Igbuka here.
All right, there you go. Get involved from the50.com. We are live every Wednesday for Just Talking Ball, talking about the upcoming week and recapping the previous week. Here in week one, obviously, we're just talking about this upcoming weekend and just talking fantasy questions. Any top picks we have, any top picks you have, let us know in the TikTok and YouTube live chats. If you missed the program, you want to watch the rest of it, the full recording is going to be on YouTube. Again, you can go to fromthe50.com to check that out and also see our picks every single week. And then, of course, if you want to listen to old episodes, see if Big Web hit his lock back in 2019, you can do so by going to Apple Podcasts or Spotify. Scroll all the way back if you just want to listen to some old shows, or just keep updated on the program if you're in your car and you want to listen. Subscribe on Apple Podcasts or Spotify on the program from the50.com. All right, Big Web, we got to talk about parlays here, man. This is big. Listen, this is a year where you need something to turn the corner. Like I want to go ahead and pull up the numbers from last year and some of the notes that Big Web had. Did you send me that? I think you did. Big Web's best bet spreadsheet. I mean, brother, we're looking at some
2024 you're looking at.
We got a lot of losses on this corner here. 3 weeks were winning weeks. 3 weeks. Okay, I'm on your side here. I don't know why you smirk whenever I'm giving the people facts. I want you to win, but I'm also not going to be a liar here. We got to have a bounce back year. Do you want to give this is your pep talk to the audience here?
Okay, so
hold on. I'm going to set you up. This is big. I was getting ready to set you up. You know what I mean? I'm like setting up I'm like a wrestling hype guy, like setting up his wrestler to come into the ring. I want you to get these people ready, okay? Because what they're going to do this season is they know that it can't get worse than last year. So what we're going to do is we're going to lock in. We're not going to take the Atlanta Falcons every week. We're going to find those teams, and we're going to hit a lot of green. And I will say, on Big Website, and this is what he's going to bring up, there were a lot of green hits on these parlays, and we lost by 1. We lost by 2 on a lot of different parlays. So he's close. Big Web, why is this season different?
This season is not much different, but the betting style is going to be different. Sometimes we go down to 3 teams instead of 5.
Oh, yeah.
Better chance to win.
Uh-huh.
We use more over-unders. We play tighter football games. But the biggest thing is this. Mm-hmm. Are you looking at green wins all the way through, or are you looking at dollars? What are you looking for, TJ? You want wins or you want dollars? What do you want?
I would like dollars, but we're not getting either right now.
But let me tell you something. if you look at the chart and you look all the way through and you watch the Super Bowl and Sirianni goes and he scores another touchdown for no fucking reason whatsoever in the Super Bowl. They're already dominating the game. He scores another touchdown, and it goes over the under that I had. That's the kind of shit that hurts. So would we have cashed last year? Yes. 2 minutes left in a football game, and he's winning by 25, and he throws a touchdown? Idiot. Not my problem. But that's how close we were to making money last year.
So I apologize. Typical from the 50 fashion. I was trying to share the screen to show the people on the broadcast of the full spreadsheet. And right when you went into your best point, I shared it, and it was like Big Web times a million audio, like da-da-da-da-da-da-da, and we got nothing. And then right when I got it back, you go, and that's why this year is going to be different. So I apologize, but we get the point. This is a different year. This is a year that that we feel like you're going to attack differently. You're gonna be smarter here. You're gonna take a leg away here and there and focus. And look, I'm looking through right now. 1, 2, 3, 4 straight weeks you missed by one leg. That's tough. I mean, shout out Atlanta was one of them. Let's see. We go back to early week 8. You lost again one leg. Guess who it was? The Atlanta Falcons again. But it was close. I will say there's a lot of green picks. That's what parlays do, man. They screw you over sometimes. What are you gonna do,
guys? I tell you something. And you guys know this, you guys that bet 3 and 4 team parlays. First of all, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 team parlays, you might as well forget them. But 3s, 4s, and 5s are fun, odds wise. And we move the lines. We don't, not always, but most of the time we move the lines also. So you're not just picking a parlay, you're picking a alt line parlay, which enhances, it hurts your odds, but enhances your chance to win because these odds makers are pretty damn good, as we know.
Right.
So you got to be lucky. You got to hit 4 out of 4 instead of 3 out of 4. But when you look at the overall, what was I overall, T? You got that there?
So here it is. Here's the full spreadsheet. It's not going to be full screen here, but
look at the green, my God.
But look at all the losses is what I'm saying here. I mean, like, we're so close. Like, honestly, you see the great notes he's got too on the right. Week 1, Deshaun fucking Watson, AWOL. Potion week was when we hit with that gentleman that wore a robe and made you Bloody Mary.
Love that guy.
Cousins blows week 7 on the loss. Atlanta the only one. Bullshit calls, killed drives. That's week 8. Darnold owes me $1,000. I love it. 3 picks in the red zone. A-hole. Denver defense gets it done. So it got better and better. Then we get to the playoffs. Wild card week. Bullshit play calling. 2 exclamation points. Divisional round. Fucking kickers. Elliott can kiss my ass. Conference. Washington screwed the pooch. This will get us positive. He's talking about Super Bowl. And he was so mad he didn't even comment on this. Here we go. Would have been $931 profit for the year. I would have hit 2 parlays. Go fuck yourself, Nick Sirianni. So this, you see what we're dealing with here. It's just shitty. It's just shitty. I mean, it's like I'm with you. Listen, no one's a bigger fan than Big Web. Okay, wait. Okay, well, I just deleted it for you. Hold on. All right, go ahead.
Delete it.
It's right there.
Far right. Look at the far right.
TikTok audience, look on YouTube if you want to see it.
Far right, we have percentages. Can you scroll farther?
I can't do it. It's a screenshot. I took a screenshot.
Oh, it's a screenshot. Okay.
I can't do anything with it.
62 out of my audio shit's in the way. I can't see it.
There you go.
There we go. 62 out of 92. That's why it was.
62 out of 92.
That's a pretty good percentage.
That's very good. It just, but what did you say? What did you just say, though? Do you want dollars or do you want wins? I'm just saying.
That's right. So we need to talk to Sirianni about it, And who was the other guy with the $1,000? We got to talk to him too.
Sam Darnold, who's now in Seattle.
Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold, who comes out of the woodwork, was shit for 3 years, and then all of a sudden he's Mr. Quarterback with the Vikings.
Yeah, of course. Well, listen, it's the NFL. What are you going to do? It's a fun league. It's just, man, it's just fun, especially when you win.
Let me make a prediction. Sam Darnold's going back to Shitville this year. See you, Sam. You had your moment in the sun. Goodbye.
I don't know about that. I don't think he'll be the same as last year, but I don't know.
Milkshake bet.
Milkshake bet on what? What's the bet? That he's going to suck?
He doesn't. Let's see. He doesn't go over 500.
Seattle doesn't go over 500? Really?
Yeah.
Well, I'll do a little research on that. Let me look at their schedule.
You're going to look at their over/under wins.
No, I'm going to look at their schedule. I'll be a gentleman. I'm not even going to look at their over/under wins. I'm just going to look at their schedule, and I'm going to guess the over/under. I'll bet with you before that, and I'll see how close I am. I think I bet it's easier than, let's see, San Francisco, close game, they'll lose. Pittsburgh, they can beat. New Orleans, they can definitely beat. Cardinals, close, but they'll probably lose. Tampa, close, probably lose. Jacksonville, they could probably beat. Texans, yeah, I think they'll get one of those. Texans win. That's 4. Lose the Commanders. Lose the Cardinals. Lose the Rams. 5 wins. 6 against the Falcons. 7 against the Colts. 8. It's right there. it's right on the line. What's I need odds on this.
7.5 is their over/under for the year.
Okay.
And
yeah, that sounds about right. That's a pretty good number. No, I'm not going to touch it right now.
They're minus 145 to go over the win total.
Yeah, I won't touch it right now because I'd have to get them to 9 and 8. I don't know if that's going to happen.
Right.
Yeah, it's close. It's a close one. All right, Big Web. Finally, what the people have been waiting for. Big Web's best bet of the week. First week, 2025-26 season. We're going in the green all season long. Big Web, what are we tailing?
TJ, so we talked a little bit earlier about this. There's a play that I really like that involves non-Sunday games, and we try to make this best bet of the week to be a Sunday pick, and we got that. So let me give you the best bet of the week, all Sunday games, and I moved the spreads, ladies and gentlemen, but we still got good odds here. I took the Cincinnati Bengals against the Cleveland Browns.
Hold on.
Cleveland.
Hold on.
And Cincinnati, I brought it down
Big
to
Web.
2.5, minus 2.5.
Big Web, hold on. What do we always do? What's the rule on the weekly show doing the parlay? The only rule.
You're supposed to say something in the beginning.
The money.
Here we go.
Money. Hold on. You got to be on camera. Here we go. Yeah.
100 pays 405.
I like that. Okay. Maybe a little bit over the top. It's fine. I like this. It's a good little start.
It's week 1.
Okay. All right. Good.
100 pays 405.
Well, now the continuity's off because he took the glasses off. Go ahead.
One. Ladies and gentlemen, 100 pays 405.
All right.
Cincinnati Bengals minus 2.5
Ooh.
at Cleveland.
Yeah.
The Washington Commanders really don't have to, but we're buying points there too, minus 2.5.
Yep.
And the Pittsburgh Steelers minus 2.5. 3-way parlay, 305 plus 305. 100 gives you 405. That's our official Big Web's best bet of the week.
What was the spread on the Steelers again?
The real spread?
Well, no, I'm sorry. Would you get them at just to pick them? Money line?
Minus 2.5. Minus 2.5.
Ah. Good luck, Big Web. Yeah.
Don't worry about that. It's not a worry.
I'm a little worried.
Pick them this week in your Survivor.
I'll let you do that. It might be a little sweat. Hey, it could happen. I'm just saying. It's week 1. We don't know. Good luck.
Take Rodgers while he's still healthy.
So what's the one for Thursday and Friday then that you had?
So the Philadelphia Eagles are at home against the Dallas Cowgirls Thursday night at 7:20. Give me the Eagles all day long at -2.5.
Yep.
The Kansas City Chiefs at the Chargers in Brazil. I bought the Chiefs. Ready for this?
Yeah.
Up to 3.5. Chiefs plus 3.5.
Okay. What's that? Minus like 400?
Nope, still 3 something.
Is it plus 3 something? Really? Oh, you still got more.
No, it's probably high 3s, 370.
Oh, yeah. I thought it was just those two. Okay.
Cincinnati Bengals -2.5, and the Washington Commanders -2.5. So we got the Pittsburgh pick out of there, which you don't like.
Right.
And we added Chiefs plus 3.5 and the Eagles -2.5. I think that Chiefs game is definitely going to be a field goal game either way. The plus 3.5 covers us there. I like Philadelphia a ton. I wish they were playing on Sunday and they'd be in the other bet. So with the Chiefs, but Eagles -2.5, Chiefs plus 3.5, Bengals -2.5, and the Commanders -2.5 is plus 293. You put 100 on that. 100 pays $393.
Honestly, like, I love that. When you took Pittsburgh out of it, I'm a huge fan of that four-way. I don't love that it's only plus 293, but it's one through the hoop. It's still almost 3-1 week 1. Those are 3 solid teams you expect to get the job done. And so here's my thing. Why not just take the Chiefs? This is what you're going to get, teasing over 0 thing. Why take them to 3.5 when you can just take a money line if you think they don't have a chance to win? Like they could actually lose that game?
No, but I'm just, like you said, I'm trying to start out in the winner's circle, and let's just say it this way. All offseason, this year and last year, everybody said Chargers. And whatchamadiggin, coach has another year to get him going. It's his second year now out there. I think he's ready to go. I think they're going to have a reasonable year if they stay healthy. But I like the Chiefs, but it's always been talk about the Chargers, and I don't like the damn Brazil shit. Leaving the country, all that crap. The Chiefs could lose the game by a field goal. I'm just covering myself. I could take.
I'm with you. Yeah, I'm with you. I just didn't know how much it helped the odds, and it's always it's a discussion that I've seen people have on the internet and saying why you tease over 0, and again they're giving you shit, but there's an understanding there where it's if you're like for sure the Chiefs are going to win, then yeah, take money line. But if you really think 50-50 or even 60-40 that's going to be 3.5 either way, I think that's the right move. I do. I'm with you on that. I have no problem teasing over 0 if I think it's going to be if the Chiefs could lose the game by 3. I mean, it makes total sense. You know what I mean? So
yeah, and that's why on the regular bet I didn't add any more than 3 teams. Pick up a couple $100 in week 1. I think we're off to a good start. So that's what we're doing.
There we go. All right, that's Big Web's best bets of the weekend. I forgot the first, or you'll go over the second one, the Sunday one here in a second. But I know the one I really like. I know it's not going to be out on TikTok. Really, we're going to probably put the one out for the Sunday pick. But the one for Thursday, Friday, Sunday, I'm a huge fan of. Plus 293. Philly -2.5 tomorrow night. Thursday night football. Kansas City plus 3.5 on Friday. Cincy -2.5. Washington -2.5. Plus 293 on that parlay. And what was the other one, Big Web? One more time.
The other one was still Cincinnati and the Commanders in Washington, both -2.5. You like both of those. And then with Pittsburgh -2.5.
Yeah. Now, I'm just not a Pittsburgh guy, but I don't know. It's week 1. You got to take shots. That's exactly what I'm doing, taking shots, and we'll see what happens. So some teams that I'm intrigued by this week. Again, Homer, but I truly think the Lions at plus money is always a good pick with how good they are. They're playing in Green Bay, so it's going to be a tough game, but defense is fully back and healthy. New coordinators don't mean shit. They'll be fine. I think, and the Micah injury going on, I think that the Packers are going to be very good. And Jordan Love's also dealing with an injury, I think. He's coming back, but he's got something going on. The Lions are pretty healthy. So I like Detroit plus the points or plus money even. I really like Tampa this week. Money line, I think I saw it at -130 on Blue Book. I think that's something that I might be messing with a little bit. I I don't know. Arizona intrigues me against the Saints. Anybody against the Saints this year intrigued me, and they're going to be so bad. It's just one of those things. Broncos for sure against Tennessee. I think they'll kind of roll in that game. And the last one I wanted to talk about, Big Web, and then we'll wrap it up. I just want to get your thoughts. Monday Night Football, and we'll talk about this more on Sunday, but Bears-Vikings. Last thing I saw was the Bears were favored -1.5, I believe, at home in Chicago. So I honestly don't know what to do with this one. I might not bet it because I think there's so many question marks. I'm sorry, the Bears are +1.5, but they're -106 actually. So it's pretty close to a pick 'em. But anyway, what are your thoughts on this game before I talk about it more?
I think it's typical NFL off-season bullshit that there's so much hype going on with Chicago and the coaching move and all the pickups they've had. It's just overhyped. If you like the Vikings, take the Vikings. I think it's overhyped, really.
I would be the same way if it wasn't for McCarthy having his first real game. You know what I mean? Like, that's the only thing that's holding me back a little bit is, how good the Bears are going to be. That's part of it. And I do think there is a lot of hype there. They are at home. It's going to be rocking and rolling there. But Minnesota's still a very good team. It's like, how good is JJ going to be? Because, like, their run game is not the strongest. Like, they have Aaron Jones, who's getting old. They got Jordan Mason from the Niners, which I think was a fantastic addition. But JJ's still got to be the guy. He's got to light it up. And, I mean, they trust him enough. O'Connell's, they've been talking about him as one of the best quarterback leading head coaches in the NFL for good reason. I mean, look what he did with Darnold last year. And I don't know if he's not going to do what Darnold did last year. He doesn't have to. But he's got to... He didn't have any time to prepare. This is like, you're in, dude. This is time. Caleb, listen, no one wants the Bears to suck more than I do. And I don't want the Vikings to be good either, but I kind of know they're already good. Caleb, a year under his belt, if he calms down and listens to his coaching staff and stays in the pocket, he could be very, very good. And I hate to say that. So I'm thinking over in that game, to be honest with you, if I'm trusting both guys to come out hot. But then again, if you're worried about the Bears being too overwhelmed and you're worried about JJ, maybe the under. What is that number at?
43, isn't it?
That's it? 43? Oh, you got to take over on that.
Right there.
Wow. 44.5 on Blue Book, 44.5. Yeah.
Is that what it is? Okay.
Yeah. I think I would take that over, but yeah, I mean, it's just, so I'm excited to watch that game, but not bet it.
You know me, I like to bet all the time, but this game is so intriguing just to watch.
Oh, for sure.
And see what the hell Chicago's worth. And also, like you say, see how good JJ is going to be. Because, I mean, that's huge for that team, too. So, no, I can't wait for that one to kick off. And, I might be playing the over there. That's not a bad call. But, no, that's a great primetime game for this week. That is perfect Monday nighter, really.
No doubt. Well, Big Web, thanks for staying up late with me, fixing that mic and getting our picks in, man. I'm fired up. Week 1 of the NFL, 2025-26 season. We've been watching football together for quite some time. We'll be doing it for quite some more time. Appreciate it, man.
You got it, buddy. And ladies and gentlemen, and all players in the NFL, let's play like Kenneth Gainwell now, huh? When you're going in, there's 2 minutes left on the clock or 20 seconds left on the clock or whatever the hell. Go all the way in the end zone. Don't go down on the 1-yard line like some of these clowns. Gainwell, he goes into the end zone.
He did it one time 4 years ago, and you can't. I love it. I mean, he got loyalty, but he won Big Web, one parlay, and he bought a shirt. Probably with the winnings, actually. All right,
with the winnings. There you go.
There you go. All right, that's Big Web. I'm TJ Weber. Sunday, we got the full program going on. Once again, on FromThe50.com, you can find the TikTok and YouTube links. That's where we're going to be live on Sunday from 9:30 a.m. Central all the way up until 11, giving you an hour before kickoff to get your fantasy teams going, order your chicken wings, to get all your picks in, to get your final bets ready to rock. And then we'll be live again from 9:30 to 11, answering fantasy questions, talking ball, picking all the games on Sunday. And we'll have, I believe, most of the guys, 4 out of the 5, in studio. Me, Zook, Big Web, and Nick, live from the St. Louis, Missouri studio. So make sure you get involved on TikTok and on YouTube here on Sunday for Week 1 of the NFL. We are absolutely fired up and cannot wait. Well, that'll do it for Big Web. I'm TJ Weber saying so long. Thank you once again for tuning in, and we'll see you next time on From the 50.